Hey folks, I just wanted to add a few more notes about some artists that I think deal with value scales and gradations and color value in really interesting ways. This is an artist named Evan Gruzis, who I found out about when I was in grad school, and he had a show at Jeffrey Deitch Projects in New York back in 2008. And this was the first time I saw his work. These are all made with ink, and you can see how they're all kind of about value scales with a sense of light. Some more than others. Here's one. So at the time of studying drawing, I thought these were really fascinating in terms of ink, and still in making comic books today, I'm kind of obsessed with kind of mastering ink. But they're also so kind of obsessive that I don't know if I would go to their level ever myself, yet I still love them. So think about that light to dark value scale, which creates that sense of intensity in all these things. This is always one that sticks in my mind. Here's his website now showing some current work. Zoom in a little bit. This is a light being projected on raw canvas with seashells attached to it. Here's an example. Which creates kind of a trompe-l'oeil effect. To me, because of the squiggly look, it really feels like that could be a painting, which is interesting, juxtaposed with his actual drawing paintings on the wall here. You can see where his ink paintings have come from 2008, over 10 years ago, how much more precise they are now. And the way he installs the work, where light becomes an important component in the installation itself. These are even interesting color studies. I'm not quite sure what they mean. We'd have to look at the titles, but interesting kind of, in terms of California color palettes and this kind of tie-dye idea. This must be outside the gallery installation. Here's another artist, Matthew Ziefelt, in this series on his website called Desktop. There's a series of paintings he produced for an exhibition in Minnesota, I believe, based on tiled images, the way you can set your desktop picture in your computer to be full screen or tiled. He paints these images over and over. And similarly to how you have icons on your desktop, which would open up different folders or something. So you've got color sort of gradations here. You have them across these watermelon slices, and then some of these cutout sculptures he's done, which are based on video games from the 90s. Doom and other ones. So thinking about our value scales and our smooth kind of value stepping, these ones are kind of jarring. They kind of jump from different values, giving that kind of graphic look and referencing the video game culture which influenced his art. And this idea of the pixelation and the replication and the kind of graphic nature of the way we see the world is shown here in these kind of antique sculptures when he's painted them. Feels like the screensaver is sort of snaking, kind of moving around. So it's interesting to see that juxtaposed with this gaming iconography, these antique things. popular culture sort of things. It's a painting of a spray paint. But compared to some other painting, like the Monet painting we looked at earlier, these are very much about value. They're very graphic. Look at this too compared to the color.